Hey everyone, this is Pastor Katilyn. I just want to let everyone know that I have been thinking about you and praying for you. I know that we are in a really crazy time, right? It's not something that we have ever experienced before. And like many of you, I've also been feeling anxious and worried, trying to figure this thing out. And in some ways, we've settled into a new normal, and in other ways, we're still trying to look for what's next. And even as we look at transitioning back into what does the next look like, what does transitioning back into what we would call normal life. But I just kind of wanted to share something with you that's been helpful for me. And that has been sort of a breath prayer, but it's not exactly a breath prayer. There is a song that we used to sing at camp every year. I would call it Sanctuary. I don't really know what the name of it is, and maybe many of you have sang it too as you were at camps. But it's been something that's been really centering for me. It's kind of helped to ground me and give me perspective when my thoughts are all going astray at how to cope. But it's a breath prayer in the sense that when you sing it, you can focus on your breath. You can focus on the words that are being sung and singing praises to God. And it really is a calming thing. It surprises me how much I can go from a moment of angst into a moment of peace, because it just reminds me so much of God's presence in this place, even as we are socially distanced, that he is still working and moving in ways through songs that, I really hadn't sang a whole lot since I was a kid, but is bringing new light into today's world. So before we get started with that song, I'm going to ask you to just take a breath, to breathe in and breathe out. To let whatever's happening right now in your world go, so that we can truly take a moment to focus on God. And this is thankfully a song that you can sing as many times as you need to help overcome that moment of worry or angst, because it's meant to be sung more than once, but there's not a set number, which is really a fantastic thing. So if you'll join with me. So the words to this song are, Lord, prepare me to be a sanctuary, pure and holy, tried and true. With thanksgiving, I'll be a living sanctuary for you. The other wonderful part about this song is you don't have to have a piano or a guitar. It's meant to be sung without those. So sing in your most joyful voice, as we take a moment to focus on God. Here we go. Lord, prepare me to be a sanctuary, pure and holy, tried and true. With thanksgiving, I'll be a living sanctuary for you. Now you sing it with me. Lord, prepare me to be a sanctuary, pure and holy, tried and true. With thanksgiving, I'll be a living sanctuary for you. One last time. Lord, prepare me to be a sanctuary, pure and holy, tried and true. With thanksgiving, I'll be a living It's a song that you can sing in your head or sing out loud. I find it more peaceful when I sing it out loud because I can focus on my breath and the words. But God wants to remind us that we are his sanctuary here. That as much as I also miss being able to gather in our space at community, that we are also his sanctuary, and that he lives in each and every one of us, and that he's always with us, helping us to prepare for him, to continue to work in new ways, to love not only ourselves, but to use it to love one another. In John 14, verse 27, it says that I leave you with my peace. And that is just so comforting, that God knows that we're going to struggle, but in that same breath, he says, I give you my peace. It's different from what the world is going to give you, but I'm going to give you with my peace. So don't be troubled. Don't be afraid, because I'm here. I'm with you. So as we continue to look at what's next, remember that God is always with us, loving on us, and wanting the best for us. So in those moments that you're still feeling worried and anxious, trying to look forward at what's next, take a minute, breathe, maybe sing that song or whatever works for you, because know that as we find those moments of peace in our daily lives, that God is still with us and moving. I hope to see you all very soon when it is safe. I love you all.